The world is but a stage, and all these gods and heroes merely players. Roleplayers, to be precise. Hello, and welcome to the second episode of Merely Roleplayers. We are a group of theatre creatives who spend our spare time playing tabletop RPGs. We fight monsters, we roll dice, we tell stories, and we are delighted to have you here with us today. My name is Jack, I'm a playwright, and I will be your game master. Yes. To my left, I have our technical wizard, Amber. Yes. And let's start with this table this time.
Oh.
Yes.
Whoa, you were not expecting that.
Hello. Oh boy, I'm Max. Hello, I'm Max. I'm an actor. And I play Mason.
Yay!
I remember
nailed
the
it.
format.
Oh, hello. My name is Ben, and I get to play Lawrence.
He does. It's true.
Hi. I'm Jenny. I'm an operations manager and a former child actor.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be playing Ögra.
Oh. Love her.
Hello, I'm Laura. I'm an actor, and I will be playing Neoma.
Yay! I'm Joe. I'm a theatre director, and I'll be playing Benedict.
So professional.
Now the stage is set, the audience take their seats, the lights dim, the curtain rises, and the game begins. When we last left the city of Court, an impromptu family gathering was taking place at the Three Sisters Theatre. The theatre is run by Holger, Maria, and Irina Wayward, and staffed by their assorted children. Though two, Lawrence and Benedict, are somewhat astray from the rest of the family. But this morning, for various reasons, all of the cousins have gathered back together, except for one, the youngest, Andrei, who no one has seen all morning. And even more curiously, many of the cousins the night before received strange occurrences, visions of Andrei, or in Mason's case, a disconcerting conversation. As the family gathered back together for the first time in over 10 years, were trying to work out what perhaps happened to their youngest member. They went to the last place he was seen, the auditorium, the stage of the Three Sisters Theatre. And there they found a horrific sight. The set had been torn down and strewed across the stage. A crude effigy of Andrei was hung from the rafters, and scrawled in red paint across the floor the words, "Leave our city, freaks." It is in the silence, as the family take in this scene, that we return to the game. You all look up at the hanging figure above you, at the awful message written out on the floor below, at the devastation that has occurred in this place that you call home. And from behind you, the silence is broken by a single scream from Irina, the youngest of the three sisters and Andrei's mother. She drops to her knees, white as a sheet.
Mason will go to her and comfort her. His eyes are not leaving the stage now.
Is there a way to climb up, like a tall set piece or something I can climb up to get down the effigy that's hanging from the ceiling?
Yeah, you can climb up you can get into the lighting rig up a ladder.
Yeah, I will go and do that as quickly as possible.
Do you just let it drop, or do you reel it in?
I will probably lower it, not too quickly, so as to not add to the alarm.
So the effigy is slowly lowered to the floor, where it slumps onto the stage.
I'll run up to meet it and sort of take the kind of... Is it hung like a noose? Yeah, so I'll take that off and kind of... I know that it makes no difference, but just have that separation of the body and the rope. Who would do this?
This is disgusting. Lawrence sinks into one of the chairs in the theatre. Who was here last night? Who was in here last night?
No one. We were closed. There was no showing. We were prepping for the show tonight.
Mason, what time were you with Andrei?
What time?
It's kind of like 10 p.m., 10:30.
About 10 p.m., 10:30.
And you didn't see anything strange?
No one triggered the traps on the doors. So either it's someone in this room right now, or they're still in this building, or they don't really care that we use magic because they used it to get in and out. And that's
Weird.
I got home at about midnight, but I think that I reset the traps when I got in.
But also, this is like my vision, right? With the crack in the stage.
Are the clothes that Andrei's effigy is wearing the same as he was wearing last night?
They are.
This feels like some kind of sick prank.
I'm going to check the pockets of the effigy.
What are you looking for?
Literally anything of Andrei's.
They're empty.
This isn't a prank, Ögra.
What would you call this?
A hate crime. An attack on us and our family.
Yeah.
This is disgusting. We need to leave.
Well, no, but Ögra's got a point. It wasn't... Didn't Andrei say family forgive, right? I don't know why he would do this. I'm not saying that he would, but what a strange thing to say. And then for this to happen, it feels like he was involved in something, right?
Also, we're not leaving. This is our home.
Okay, well, you're the ones that live with him. What's been going on for the last couple of weeks?
I don't know. He's been fine. Right?
Mother, has anything like this happened before? Before we were born? Did you... it's an unusual place.
Henrik, the little mouse that Holger uses to see out of, is kind of scurrying around the stage, and then rushes up onto her shoulder. Nothing quite like this, but there's always been those who dislike our presence, distrust illusions and magic. But never inside here. No one's been able to get inside here.
But why Mason as well? He's not like... How do people know... Andrei. People don't know he even exists, right? Not really. He's not like front and centre.
No, but he's not like he's hidden. He's very, chatty. He talks to patrons when they come in.
He sometimes goes with me in the morning.
Look, I think we should go and get the police. I think that somebody should go and get someone.
I guess the issue is that whoever did this might be expecting that. We shouldn't travel alone now. Any of us.
Plus, I think we all know that the police in court are not great. Pretty corrupt, is what I'm saying. Not great.
Yeah, I get that, but...
I don't think they're going to help us.
As this conversation takes place, Mason's going to start going around the space. He's going to look at the destruction. Is it made with a weapon? Is it made by brute strength, brute force? Is it magical in damage? The painting on the floor, is that with a paintbrush? Is it with a hand? Is it how is it done?
Make an investigation check.
First roll.
Wow.
Bam.
Oh no!
It's a natural one.
No!
As you look around stage, you're trying to do what you always do, which is put two and two together, work out see the things between the things. This is what you've always been very good at doing. It helps you when you're building your objects. It helps you when you're trying to figure out why or how something's happened. But there's a ringing in your ears, and all you can think about is Andrei, his feet hanging over the edge of the stage, asking you potentially whether he could be forgiven. And you're not taking anything in.
Mason, what exactly did Andrei say? Tell us as much as you remember.
He said, family forgive. Or the family would forgive, wouldn't they? Maybe he said the wrong thing.
And did he arrange to meet you in here?
No.
So he came up here thinking he'd be on his own?
I don't know. He came in here.
Where did he go after that?
Just left.
Well, which way?
To the doors.
The doors would just come in, or
Yeah, out into towards the lobby.
Right, okay.
Is there a chance that he did this?
Well, I think that's what Neoma's suggesting.
I'm not. I don't believe that Andrei would ever do this, but I'm just saying that the way that he said family forgive, it sounds like that he's involved in something.
Some sort of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrei wouldn't do this.
Maybe we should check his room, see if you noticed anything strange.
I
you've
was
been bringing in.
asleep.
No, not just today.
Let's go have a look.
Okay, Ögra and I will go and check the room. If anyone else wants to come.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay down here and keep looking around, see if I can see anything.
I feel like we should also go out and actually have a look for him. He might have just gone shopping.
I'll go out and I'll speak with a friend.
No, but there's an effigy to him here.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that, I don't know. He could just be out. This might just be a weird coincidence. It might still be a prank.
The thing to remember is we haven't got time on our side, right? Every minute that goes,
Yeah.
he could be further away. If he has been taken by anyone.
Mason, I'll come with you.
Yeah, I don't think you should go by yourself.
We'll go together. I can talk to the people that I was with last night. We can kind of get some ears to the ground
Okay.
around.
I look to our mothers.
Irina is still just kind of slumped, like her eyes are glazed. She kind of looks like she's just completely disassociated from everything that's going on. Maria is uncharacteristically quiet. Holger stands leaning on her cane. Go. Ask your questions. Look. Search the room. Rack your brains. Anything. I will contemplate. And she sits in the front row and closes her eyes.
As before Mason leaves, he's going to go to Irina and hug her and just in her ear whisper, I promise I'll find him. I swear it.
She kind of doesn't even respond.
He leaves.
Okay. So you three are heading up.
Yeah, I'm sprinting up the stairs, taking them like 2 at a time, sometimes 3 at a time.
Okay. You head up into the top floor, into this bedroom, half of which absolutely a state. The half that Ögra sleeps on, the other half meticulous, everything away, everything tidy, covered in, tacked onto the walls are all of the drawings that Andrei does. He's a very talented artist. He'll often help paint the sets in the theatre, and he painted the ones that are in there now for the tragedy of Sir Centaur.
Kind of nonsensically, the first thing Ögra does is she walks into the room and goes, Andrei! And then pulls back his bed sheets as if he's going to be in this made bed.
As Benedict walks in, he's going to go, fucking hell, they've trashed the place. Oh my god.
No, that's Ögra's side. This is Andrei's side.
Ögra's pulling things off of Andrei's bed and kind of throwing them behind her.
Okay, let's just do this methodically.
Okay.
So you do the bed, check under the mattress, check things, drawers.
Check the windows.
Yeah, windows. We
Right.
start sort of working together to try and look through.
And you're searching the whole room or just Andrei's side?
Start on Andrei's.
But then
But then probably we'll say that if depending on what we find.
I feel like if we pan
we
round to Ögra's side, it will just be you guys picking things up and being like, "What about this?" And I'm like, "No, that's just a lump of hair. That belongs to Gertrude. I don't even know why that's in here. I stole that from the barber down the road."
okay. All three of you make investigation checks.
Oh dear. I don't really mind. Oh,
I got a 7.
7.
I got an 8.
An 8.
And I got a 3.
I just realised
Why are we the ones investigating this room?
You look through all of Mason's side. And
Andrei's.
side. Why is that happening?
Oh, Andrei's side.
This
Why
is
is that
you.
happening?
You've jinxed us.
No, but it happened in the first episode as well.
Oh no.
You look all over all of Andrei's side, but everything. It's a very easy search because everything is where it should be. And Ögra, you know very well where he puts his things, and they all seem there. Nothing seems to be missing particularly. You start to search Ögra's side, and just quickly become overwhelmed by the sheer volume of shit which is gathered on that side of the room, and you're like, okay, if we're going to do this, we need to strip the whole room clear, and so it will have to be a kind of bigger job to like go through everything here meticulously. But you don't find anything on Andrei's side of the room that particularly suspicious.
At this point, Ögra would probably think back and actually try and think about if Andrei's acted weirdly in the past few days, bearing in mind she does actually see him quite a lot. Because until this point, I don't think she's ever actually considered it, because she kind of still just thinks that he's going to be in the next room over.
Make an insight check and make it at disadvantage because it's you're kind of looking back.
Oh, great. Insight. 5.
It's a high rolling start to the episode. You kind of think back. It just seemed like Andrei.
Yeah.
Nothing stood out to you.
It's fine.
You realise that you didn't see him much the day before.
Mm.
You saw him at dinner, and he was quiet, but he's always quiet. But you didn't really see him during the day. And then you went out and you didn't see him after that. So you're like, that's odd. I normally would have seen him more than that. You normally spend quite a lot of time together. But you don't pull out anything particularly, anything particularly odd in his behaviour that you remember.
Okay.
Have you had any rowdy like audience members?
Oh.
Sorry, I'm talking to you.
Nothing out of the ordinary, no. Nothing that we haven't handled. And Andrei doesn't really see that side. He's backstage with Irina.
And what about the show? Is there magical effects?
Tonight was opening night. So...
Right.
But yes, we always use magical effects. Like, that's how it has always run. And yeah, I know that there are some people who find magic a bit strange, but they still come to the theatre. Why come if you don't... You know, we never do anything.
Neoma, make a history check for me.
You can't roll worse than we've been rolling so far.
Oh, well, watch me. 3.
Carry on.
Oh dear.
Okay, won't challenge that again. Yeah, I'm really racking my brain, thinking back historically. I can think of nothing that I think would be interesting to tell you right now.
All right.
Yeah, it's just, do you know what?
We just did.
I don't remember. Yeah, we're just
stand in silence.
No,
So, among the trash of Ögra and Andrei's room, just like, oh,
look,
man.
I think that we're going to have to look on your side of the room, Ögra. I know you don't like us touching your stuff. But maybe you can move it. Look, we'll just stand here and you slowly take things out and just tell us if anything's out of place.
Okay, fine. She goes to the corner where the branch leans against the wall, picks up the branch, and then uses that as like a big kind of fork to like scoop things up and like move them, as if this is totally normal and she does it every day when she's trying to decide what to wear or trying to get something from, and it almost seems as if she's doing it with such purpose that she has a system to it. It's just her confidence.
It's actually kind of impressive.
So
Payne was like rocking.
she like scoops onto one bit, like pulls everything off to the left, and then just there is underwear and only underwear. And it's like,
Oh.
there's
Smart.
my underwear.
Smart place to keep that.
And she'll just keep doing that, churning over all her things. Anything unidentified, she will explain what it is.
Okay. You begin the arduous job of going through all of Ögra's things. I'll say that one of you, whoever you decide, can make an investigation check with advantage.
Not me.
But while that's happening, so I'll come back to you later.
Oh, it's me.
The pair of you push out of the theatre out into the cool morning air. Where do you head?
Police station is where this guy was going. Or like the local constabulary.
Mm-hmm.
Or if there's just the local one that sort of patrols this area, maybe find them.
So there's a town guard who are kind of in charge of protecting the city. Do you want to look for just a kind of patrolling guard, or do you want to head to the barracks, which are in the town square where the like office is?
Is there like a usual patrol route that they go on?
There are a number of what you would kind of know where the ones patrolling your area, but there's not set times for it. So you know that if you wait there long enough, someone will eventually come along. And you could walk the track, but you don't know precisely when they're going to be where.
I think maybe Mason unspokenly would be heading towards the barracks by way of one of the patrol routes to see if they could just catch one.
Okay. You don't come across any guards until you reach the town square, and then there are always guards stationed in the town square because it's the main tourist hub. There's a lot of business going on there all the time. You step in, and the city of Court is a kind of sprawling urban mess, really. All of the buildings seem to be made in a different era. It's the centre where you are now feels relatively cohesive, but as it goes out and out and out, it gets more and more higgledy-piggledy as this place has just grown exponentially over the last 100-200 years. But in the centre where you are now, it is relatively pretty, and you walk into the kind of where Court would be pictured if anyone was to paint the iconic images. The town square in front of you is the government house where the Prime Minister lives and where Parliament is held. There's the huge Town Guard barracks, which are a kind of lovely building. There's the Court Museum, and there's even a building of the Court University, which has its own campus on the edge of the city as well. But there's a kind of historic building here where the university was founded. It's since grown and moved out. And that's possibly the most impressive building of the lot. Spires and beautiful windows. It's relatively early still, and so it's quiet. You see some vendors kind of beginning to set them out, but it's never dead here. There's still a relatively large amount of life bustling around.
So he did it.
He did it.
He must have, right?
What, he did the effigy?
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. I mean, I don't hope. Obviously, I don't hope so, but I'm just thinking about the people in the theatre. We didn't know about them. You didn't know about them. I much rather like the idea that maybe he did it and then just escaped, and that maybe he's covering for something that he did. Maybe it's a small mistake. Maybe we've all made stupid mistakes. Maybe he's just done a little mistake and he's just overreacted and he's kind of tried to fled into the night sort of thing, and then we'll just find him, and then maybe he might have turned himself in.
Is that a small mistake?
Small. Like, how would you define small?
I accidentally broke Ögra's hairbrush one time.
Okay, and then what happened?
I fixed it.
Okay, and then what happened?
She didn't know.
Okay, so wait, where's the part where something bad happens?
It broke.
Oh, that was the story
Yeah.
of the breaking of the... You know what? Maybe we should go in and we should just ask questions. And maybe you should ask questions, actually. You should ask questions. I'll chill. Maybe I'll chill out here, actually.
Why not inside?
Oh, you'll be fine.
I feel like you're gonna go. I feel like I'm gonna go in there and you're gonna go.
No, I wouldn't. Okay, I'll come with you.
I haven't seen you in a month.
Yeah, no, let's go. Let's do this together. Please.
Losing Andrei is a big thing.
Yeah.
You can be sad. I'm sad.
I just am kind of like, I think he's fine.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Denial.
I feel like, yeah, I think, what? What's that?
It's one of the stages of grief, isn't it?
Well, let's go ask questions.
Okay. We go inside.
Lawrence puts on his sunglasses again and then kind of from the back of his jacket just pulls up a random hood that just goes over his head. And he just walks in behind Mason.
Push into the barracks. There's like a front kind of reception area with desks behind quite thick glass. There's people buzzing around. There's already a bit of a queue to kind of get up to the front desk and lodge a complaint. And you see an elderly gentleman who's at the front of the queue, who's talking to the town guard who sat beside it, who looks bored out of his mind. The elderly gentleman, you just hear him going, "Yes, and that is my spot to set up my stall, and every day he has been putting his stool 1 inch further to the right, and I have been measuring. It is 1 inch every day, and he thinks I'm not going to notice, and eventually he's going to be in my spot, and I'm going to be up against the wall, and no one wants to go to the...
Like, can I just... Okay.
The police officer is like, "Okay, sir, okay. Do you have any proof?" And he goes, and he pulls out this like big folder of files, and he's like, "I have been measuring every day for the past 6 months, 1 inch. Do you know how many-"
Hiya, excuse me, sorry, our brother's missing.
I am so sorry.
What?
Sorry, our brother's been taken.
You've got to speak up, young man.
Our brother's been taken, so can we just... It's important that we talk to them.
Taken where?
Away. Kidnapped, possibly. We just want to see if he's handed himself in, or what's going
I have
on.
been waiting since 4 a.m. for the place to open.
Okay, how about you leave, and then I'll come by your stall later and I'll move it for you. Or I'll move his stall.
You think it is as simple as just moving it back? I move it
I just
back.
think this isn't important.
Another town guard kind of steps in and is like, "Come on, sir. I will... we're going to hand your case over to a special department." And the madam...
Thank you.
They wander off into another
Cheers.
room.
Thank you very much. Bye. Bye-bye, thanks.
It's a very serious allegation if the stall's been moving 1 inch every day for 6 months. It's
oh my
moved
God.
15 feet.
It's on
In a new
top of his
town.
stall.
Yeah, it's moved a long way. The guard behind the glass kind of looks up and he's like, "Okay, well, sorry, start from the beginning. What is going on?"
We'd like to report a crime, please.
Okay, and he flicks over to a new page. What crime are you reporting?
Well, really, it's a missing person.
So you're not reporting a crime, you're reporting a missing person, and he turns to
Well,
another...
it could be a break-in.
Could be a break-in.
Yes.
Is there evidence of a break-in?
Well, there's things that have moved inside our house without us doing them.
Okay, so he turns back to the first page.
But most importantly, my brother has gone missing.
Goodness sake. When did you last see your brother?
Last night at 10:30.
10:30, and it is now, and he checks his watch. It is 8 in the morning,
Yes.
and you were asleep for most of that.
Were you?
So this is the break-in point. So it came down this morning to the main theatre. We're from the theatre, the Three Sisters Theatre. And in the auditorium...
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
Oh, yes.
So I was waiting for. Tick.
His notebook is unhinged.
Where's my insight? It's one better than last time for a 4.
Oh,
What is happening?
Has anyone rolled above a 10?
No, our brother's missing.
Oh,
I've not rolled yet, so crazy
stressful.
things are yet to happen.
He has a reaction, but it's kind of hard to tell what it is.
There was a mannequin strung up in the middle of the theatre with my brother's clothes on.
The exact same clothes he was wearing.
And on the floor, it said, "Leave our city freaks," in like a red paint.
Right.
You
Hence-
recognise the saying?
No.
No, that's just like a thing people say. Like people say that to
Do
like
they?
on.
But that does seem like a crime has been committed.
Mhm.
And they destroyed the set.
Okay.
Yeah.
So breaking
My mother actually was
and
about
entering.
to do the tragedy of Sir Centaur. I don't know if you've heard of Sir Centaur, but
Oh yes, she's doing the.
the first female to play Sir Centaur. Anyway,
Yes.
so did he hand himself in this morning?
The perpetrator.
No, my brother.
What is
We
your
thought
brother's?
maybe he did it.
What is your brother's name?
Andrei
Oh,
Wayward.
sorry.
How drunk
Andrei
are you?
Wayward.
I'm still drunk.
Wait there for 1 second, and he goes and he exits out the back.
Is it pure glass?
It's like glass and then like a desk.
Mason is going to go on his tiptoes and press his face against the glass and try and look and see if there's any notes or anything written down.
Make a perception check.
do the note. You have to do the note like that.
It's just that this breath is fogging up, so he's like, not that dice. Oh, which one? Perception. 18.
Yeah, he's actually been making relatively detailed notes. He seems like he's doing his job diligently.
Does it look like he's underlined angrily any notes about the theatre?
Uh,
Trying to get his inside check.
Yeah.
Change
No,
to
it
a red quill for that, like the theatre.
and, you don't see any kind of. You can't read any intent
Okay.
in the information. He comes back a second or two later. Looks at the
I
smudge
wipe
on
the
the
screen.
glass.
I just wipe it. Sorry,
I fell and hit my head.
it's
Right.
clumsy.
No, Andrei Wayward has handed in today.
Okay.
What groups do you know that hate magic users? Other than half the city.
Look, let's not get ahead of ourselves. You said yourself you think your brother might have done this. How old is he?
17.
17. This could easily be an act of teenage rebellion.
What about the city freaks bit? Do you think he did that?
My advice would be return home.
My mother had a weird feeling, and my brother had a dream.
It's okay. I hug Mason. It's okay. They're there.
You could not hold that together
That's one
at
of those
all.
things when you say it and you realise what you're saying, and then you're like,
I sound crazy.
It's okay. It's been
Clearly, this has been a stressful morning for you.
No, about him.
Clearly, this has been a stressful morning for you. I ask that you return home. Keep everything locked. Don't let anyone in until the town guard arrive. We will be sending inspectors to come and take a look at the crime scene. Don't touch anything. Don't move anything.
We already took the effigy down, but we'll just so you're aware.
Okay.
Do you want us to put it back up?
No, don't.
That's so
Don't
stupid.
hang it back. Someone will be over this afternoon.
Okay. Thanks.
Stay back home. I don't believe there will be any imminent danger. I'm sure there is a perfectly innocent explanation for this, but just to be safe,
You're doubling the guard in the meantime,
please return home.
without doubling the guard in the meantime.
We currently have no guard outside of the theatre other than the normal patrols.
So doubling will still be a 0.
Yeah, so they need to add 1.
Please, we will be with you in due course.
Thank you so much. Okay, let's go. We break out into the square. Well, that was fucking shit. Excuse my language. Sorry.
You could have let that man finish.
What?
Well, he had a thing about his
the
stall.
market. We're not talking about him. Okay, well that was useless. So do you want to go back to the theatre, or do you want to come with me? I need to talk to some people about
Drugs.
the situation. What?
The situation.
Drugs? What? Who said drugs? I've never done drugs. I've never done drugs. Let's go. And we're going to head to the Owl and the Pussycat.
Okie dokie. Meanwhile, back in the room. Did someone roll an investigation check?
I did. I rolled earlier. I didn't. I've had
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
no,
know
that's-
which roll. I got an 18 this time.
Got an 18. Okay, so you start to shift everything very slowly.
Shuffle.
Ögra is revealing parts of her clothing, things that she owns, things that she has collected.
The live possum.
The live possum which scuttles out, and you're like, oh, I haven't seen him in weeks.
He was still there the
There
whole
must be
time.
food in here. then.
Ögra!
No, well, he got rid of the bugs.
What's his name?
This is a prop. Why do you have this?
Cause
I'm starting to collect things that I know belong
shiny.
She's a crow.
You eventually find, as you're like tipping out a pile of kind of clothes, a tie falls out, as in like a necktie. And Ögra, you're immediately like, I don't own a tie.
She's like, whoop, and then there's a whoop, and a whoop, that's not mine, and like catches it on a twig of the branch, and just like holds the branch up so it dangles in front of your faces.
The tie is, it's like one of those ties where it's kind of diagonal striped colours, and it's red, white, and black. You can make a history check.
Oh no.
I'm just rolling intelligence checks.
They're in the
with-
room.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Wow, I'm
These are my
rolling
checks.
so
I used to work for the
badly.
town guard.
And I've got an advantage on history or proficiency. Oh,
Oh, you
good.
go.
6.
Nailed it.
8.
Oh, I haven't rolled. 7. Nope. 6.
You all recognise the colour scheme, but none of you can place it.
Is this a prop?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, let's put this in the pile of maybes.
But did Andrei ever wear a tie?
Yes, but not like a necktie, like a little. He wore like a bow tie once. Once saw him with one of those ties, which is like this, and then it's like string.
Well, we should ask.
Arena?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
about
going in the maybe pile. Ögra takes it and goes into the hallway and just drops it on the floor, and then goes back in and continues shoveling her clothes.
You shovel through the rest, you don't find anything else that... Well, you find many things that don't belong to Ögra, but nothing that she doesn't know how it got into the room.
Yeah. We're gonna take the maybe pile down to Irina and Maria and Holger, and then
Okay.
she picks up the tie. Let's go.
Right.
Come on, don't dally.
Yeah, okay. Neoma's got like half the stuff that is supposed to be.
Do you want me to take some?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like, hey,
I'll
I'm
grab
actually
this
really not
spear.
very strong. Oh, thank you.
You come down, you have to go through the living area, and you find...
The possum on the kitchen table.
the possum is gone. You have
Okay.
no idea where. It's somewhere in the building.
Good.
You find Maria sat at the kitchen table with Irina next to her. Irina has a blanket wrapped around her shoulders. Maria is like rubbing her back and then gets up and starts pacing as you come in and goes, "Oh, darlings, did you find anything up in the room?"
Well, we found a lot up in the
Yeah,
room.
but not that's important. Only this, and we couldn't place it.
Maria takes it. Nope. She takes it. A tie?
Yeah.
Is this not just Andrei's tie?
Apparently, he didn't wear those sort of ties.
He wore bow ties.
Or
and
the ones
little-
with the string that-
the string that does.
Oh yes, little cowboy ties.
Yeah.
Irina kind of, for the first time since you discovered the instant you see her move, and she kind of looks up and she reaches up, takes the tie. This is it's the university tie.
Right.
Well,
Right. Andrei did not go to university.
No.
Which
He's
university?
17.
The Court University, which is one of the most famous institutions in the city, is the oldest university in the world. It's very focused on engineering and mathematics and those kind of subjects, which are very important to human civilization.
Why would he have a university tie?
Did he want to go to university?
He never mentioned anything.
Didn't say anything to me either. Why would he want to go to university?
Or is there a reason the university would not like the theatre?
I don't know. Maria kind of snatches the tie off you. A clue. The first clue. I shall...
Maybe I'll take that.
You take that. I must go put on my tweed. Push my phone on the floor.
Maria, you know what I think? What I think we need?
Mhm.
A board with string.
And string.
Yes.
Yes, we have one in the prop store. I remember from my my turn as a Hercule Poirot,
Let's
the first woman to play Hercule Poirot.
let's use dressing room 2 and make that the string board room.
The dressing room 2 was going to be my decompression room for the show. It was going to be my warm-up.
What about dressing room 3?
That was for the clothes.
Mother, please.
You're right. The show must go on. I will make do with 2. Dressing room 3 shall be the investigation room. And she
Mother, sorry. I mean, you're going to the prop store. There was a box, a chest that I found yesterday. Could you bring that with you?
Another clue.
Maybe I just...
Hercule Poirot strikes again. And she heads off down the stairs.
What's in the chest?
I found a note yesterday. I hadn't seen it before. I hadn't...
What did it say?
Look after my mother.
What was the handwriting?
I recognised it, but I couldn't place who it's from. I thought maybe we could find something to do.
What did you write it?
Ögra starts going through the drawers, pulls out a quill, brings it back to you, and it's like, draw the note.
I think we're about to get the note.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll Ögra, we're going to bring the note. And we need to find something that Andrei has written.
Well, I know what his handwriting looks like.
Great. Okay, well, we'll just go off of you then, I guess. They're really, really solid.
I'm hearing a tone here.
So did you
Sorry.
write this letter that Neoma's found?
Did you say,
Because that'll narrow down one of the mothers.
What does it say?
look after my mother?
You think Holger needs looking after?
Okay. You didn't obviously write it, so it's only Mason.
I don't think it was Mason's writing, but... Anyway... she looks to where Maria's left and then looks back at Irina and then goes and sort of crouches down next to her and holds her hand. Irina, I know that you've never spoken about this and we've never asked you, but I just want to check. So far as you know, this will have nothing to do with Andrei's father.
No. 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 No, of course not.
I don't think you have to worry, Irina. I reckon Andrei's fine. I reckon he's like out buying cheese.
Cheese.
I'm gonna
Likes
pull
cheese.
I'm gonna pull Ögra just to one side. It's fine. You're right.
I am fine.
Are you sure? Because this is quite a big deal, and you seem to be reacting in a slightly peculiar way.
Well, I just don't think that. I just think everyone is like acting like Andrei's died or something, and I just think that that's not happened.
I think just
I
maybe
think he's fine.
it's just worth approaching the idea that
No,
I think you might need to. It's so weird seeing you this old.
well, yeah. I mean, if you'd come back at all in the last decade, then maybe this wouldn't be such a shock to you. I'm going to go and speak to Mum, and Ögra leaves to go back to the theatre auditorium.
Okay. Out in the town, you head towards the owl and the pussycat.
On the way, do we see a stool that is remarkably close to another stool?
You do.
We do.
Yeah, the one stall is empty, has been boarded up, says closed for the morning. And you pass, as you watch a vendor just gently nudging his stall across towards it.
That's crazy. Oh, you got something on your head.
Thank you.
That's crazy. Do you want to? Should we do something? Or?
He looks up. Hello!
We're from the city.
What?
City ordinance.
I'm from the city too!
You've moved your stall 15 feet in the past 6 months, and that's not acceptable. And we're here to serve you with this note that I have, don't I?
Oh yeah. I scribble a note.
You're doing a voice.
And it says move stool back now, and then it says the city. That's from up above.
That's from up above.
Takes it. Make
And I will.
your choice: deception, performance, or intimidation check.
With advantage because I'm helping so well, right?
That is a 16
On what?
deception.
On deception. Oh. Now you mention it, it's obviously, I think this street might be on a bit of a slant. It must be rolling. It's okay. I will move it back.
Next time you want to stop the slant, you should be on the other side of the stool, because when we walked up, you were definitely helping.
Oh, yeah, yes, yeah, I'm not very science-minded, me. Come on, stall.
Lovely. What are you selling, by the way?
Love potions.
Oh, boring. All right.
Morally questionable.
Yeah,
It's just wine.
I don't believe you, but okay, right. Let's go.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Don't move it back.
I won't.
People die for worse. It's not a threat. I should go. I'm so sorry.
People die for worse.
I was thinking of Andrei.
Oh my god. We need to go.
The guy is white as a sheet as you walk away, and he starts hastily pulling his stall back across. You head to the kind of the social part of town where a lot of the kind of bars and pubs are. And you find the owl and the pussycat. It's obviously closed up for the morning. It normally opens late in the evening and goes through to the very early hours of the morning. You find outside a tall owlin, a kind of human owl, who is, she's got white feathers, and she's painting over the side of the wall, which someone has drawn a crude phallus on the side of the wall, and she's painting it over.
What colour paint?
What? No.
Not red.
Mason, chill. She's fine. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. How are you, lords?
I'm good. This is my brother Mason.
Hello, Mason.
Mason,
Hello.
this is Deborah.
Hello,
Hi, Deborah.
I'm Deborah.
Yeah.
I'm one of the co-founders of this fine establishment. I'm afraid we're not open yet.
No,
Much later
it's
than-
actually fine. I actually wasn't here for pleasure. I was here for. I just needed to chat. Actually, I don't know. Are any of the other collective kind of around today? Have you seen Harmony or Venus or Barbara even?
Most of them aren't up this time.
Okay. Just let them know that my brother's gone missing, so I might not be around for a little bit. I've got to kind of sort things out. And also, more importantly, have you seen or do you know the boss? The boss.
Now, would she know the boss?
I hope so. I think because she's close to the collective people. I think she.
So you're asking, have you seen him around?
Yeah.
She kind of looks around. Not for a few days.
Okay. Any idea where I might be able to just quickly see him?
Oh. I try and stay out of that business, Lawrence.
Yeah.
You know that.
I know. I was at Courtheim last night, but I don't think I saw him there.
You were at Courtheim?
Look, okay, you were quite busy. There was lots of rowdy people. There was like a stag do or something. There was like loads of centaurs here. It was like I just didn't want to intrude, you know.
Good.
Looked like it was like booked out.
Fine. I did hear a rumor that he was trying to get the stink bugs on side.
Oh.
He might be able to go through them.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
You're
Appreciate
welcome. You're welcome. Nice to meet you, Mason.
And you? I'm not the missing one.
I gathered from your presence.
He's still quite young. Okay, right. I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Give my love to.
Or maybe I'll see you at court time.
Okay, maybe you will. And I saunter away. Mason, let's go.
Sorry.
Where are you? Do you head back?
Oh yeah, I think we're going to head back now to the theatre.
Is there anywhere that Andrei would go to in the city that Mason would be aware of?
He was a bit of a homebody. He would leave with you to go to the shops, or he would go on errands, but he wouldn't spend time out in the city for pleasure the way some of you would have. He would generally, if he had time at home, he would be with his mother drawing, building things.
We should check the room.
Which room?
On the 4th floor.
Oh yeah. I've actually not gone in there for a while. It'd be quite fun. Right? Is it still fun or is it not fun anymore?
Well, I don't know. He might be in there.
If he's in there, I'll kill him.
Why?
For putting us all through this. Look at you, you're a mess.
Well, it would be worse if you killed him.
Okay, it was a figure of speech. Look, you're really annoying me, actually.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just like, I get it that it's crap right now, okay? But it's going to be fine. He's fine.
Do you need water?
What?
You look a little dehydrated.
I'm fine.
It's because you
I
were
would like
drinking
some
last
water.
night.
Yeah, no, water would be good.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's go back to the theatre.
Mm-hmm.
We'll check the room. I need to speak to Ögra, and then we'll just take it from there.
Benedict's back.
Yeah, I know. And he's annoying, isn't he? Just sucks the energy out of the room. Let's
I
go.
haven't seen him in 10 years.
No, same. Oh well, maybe he'll help us, right? Surely he's good at something. Maybe he can help us find him. Maybe his dreams will tell us where to go.
You could talk to him.
Why? Or you can?
Yeah. For you.
No.
No.
We're fine.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's best if you just kind of leave that.
Do you know Andrei lied to me in the last night? Kind of like you just did.
What do you say?
He said everything was fine too. When I say kind of, I meant like it was exactly the same. It was kind of uncanny. Because you know when something's not fine, but then people are like, I'm strong enough to do it, so it's fine, don't worry about it. But really something is happening.
We're going to find him. And everything will be fine eventually, okay? And it's just a bit fucked up right now. But it's not always going to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
We've just got to be hopeful. And he'll turn up soon. He's never done anything like this before. I can't imagine he's got far.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we should go.
Okay.
So you head back to the theatre. Ögra, you were looking for Holger.
Yeah.
You kind of charge down the stairs loudly, as I imagine most things you do are.
Don't think she knows how to be any other way.
And you find Holger sitting exactly in the same position where you left her like an hour and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
Sat in the front row of the theatre, leaning on her cane. Henrik sat on her shoulder.
I'll probably go and stand in front of her and I don't want to interrupt when she's doing her whole thing because she doesn't like it when I do that. So she kind of impatiently stands there for a second, kind of And then she just like flops down on the ground with her legs crossed and is just like, we didn't really find anything in the room except for a tie, which apparently belongs to the university. And I don't know what that's about because Andrei and I are still kids and we're not old enough to go to school.
You're the loudest waiter in the world.
Wow, okay, thanks, Mum.
A tie?
Yeah.
University tie?
Yeah. Weird, right?
Very weird.
Mm. Any contemplations come to the front while we were upstairs?
She turns to look at you. Do you feel it, Ögra?
Ögra kind of, she's one of those kids who like really liked listening to the stories of her mother and her aunts when she was growing up, and now she's kind of like tries to brush it off like she's too cool for it, sort of thing. But she's still very much. But I think being a half-orc in a place that's full of humans, she's still very much kind of. There's a really little warm part of her which still believes in magic and all this sort of thing and the wonder of it. And so when Holger says that, she really actually tries to take a second to like calm down. And she like closes her eyes and tries to tune into whatever it is Holger's talking about.
Make an insight check.
Oh, good.
Oh dear, this side of the table is doing
8.
Close your eyes. You really think, and then just as you're trying to get in tune, your stomach rumbles. Breakfast was interrupted.
I didn't have enough time to finish eating my stick of bread.
You're very like your father, you know that. I feel it. Whenever there's a change, there's something weird about this one.
Yeah.
Something I've only felt once before.
When?
When Irina was pregnant.
Do you actually think he's gone?
I can't feel him.
What happened when Irina was pregnant?
Come on, lass, let's have a look at this tie.
Right. She stands up. She helps Holger up. Gives her the cane, and just like kind of opens the door for her. So kind of she's like thrumming with a bit of like nervous energy. Helps Holger back upstairs. Not that Holger needs the help.
No, as you're trying to approach, she like, I'm not bloody infirm, child. Goes up the stairs. Joins the rest of you in the kind of kitchen area. Is there anything you would have done in the meantime, or are you just kind of waiting for Ögra to come back? And Maria?
Did I overhear Ögra's conversations with Benedict? Were you having quietly?
I was keeping it from Irina, really. You probably would have heard it.
Yeah, I think that just would, unless you would have said anything, I think there just would have been awkward silence.
I think Benedict's probably going to find himself in like a corner to kind of be out of the way.
Maria returns first. She has done a quite miraculous quick change and is now in like tweed suit with a hat. And she bursts through the door holding like 3 or 4 little chests. I found many, darling. I didn't know which one it was. And she clatters them onto the table and like sets up in a very performative inspecting position.
Come on,
kitten.
Do I recognise the one?
Yes, you do.
Kitten, I narrow my eyes and then I pick up the one and I open it up and I pull out the note and
I'll come over.
I'll look round for Benedict and show him. Ögra.
Ugra's not there yet.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Irina, can you check to see if this is Andrei's handwriting? I'll crouch down beside her.
I recognised it, but I couldn't place it.
That's his. I know it. When did he give this to you?
He didn't give it to me. I found it in this chest last night.
He knew you'd find it because you were tidying the props store.
Yes.
And he knew that, presumably?
Well, it's something I do pretty regularly.
Why? Just in a random chest in the prop store. There's no guarantee she would open.
I pass the chest over to you, Irina. Do you recognise it? Is it something important?
Would it have been used in the show tonight?
Maria spawns over. Let me see. No, we haven't used that since we did the Civil War reenactment of a few years ago. I was marvellous in that, darling. I used this. This was it held the ashes
Let's
of my...
focus.
Sorry. But there was nothing, we'd never opened it on stage. It could have been in there for years, as far as I know.
But then, how would he have known that I would find it today? Yesterday, sorry.
Perhaps it was a prank from years ago. Andrei built a lot of the props and painted them. What if he slipped it in there as a prank on me were I to open it on stage?
Seems a bit of a coincidence that you did find it, though, and he wrote it probably for you, or for Mason or Ögra. We found the tie in Ögra's room. I had a dream about Andrei. I mean, it's a lot of things.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't seem to fit together. It's making it sound like he knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, I think he did. I mean, he said that stuff to Mason. You know, about family forgives.
I think we should go to the university. Why does he have a tie?
At this stage, Ögra and Holger re-enter. Holger holding the tie. Why does he have a tie, indeed? Tell me, any of you three heard of the Thinkers?
No.
Is this a roll or is this a...
You can roll a history check if you want to.
Oh, God.
From the town's guard.
Roll it at advantage. Well,
All of us or...
I just checked.
Another intellect.
So bad.
Oh! 17.
I got a 4.
Rolled a 3 and then a 7.
Nice. Neoma, you often get the daily papers in, get Mason to pick them up on your way through. And you do remember something about the Thinkers. You remember a story about a university society who had got drunk and trashed a gnomish restaurant, a quite well-known gnomish restaurant in the city. They'd hired it out, got incredibly drunk and just destroyed it. You don't really remember much about the article, but you seem to remember the society was called the Thinkers.
I relay that story.
Gnomish
Restaurant. Ögra nods. Ögra doesn't nod. Holger nods. God damn it. Holger nods.
I can nod as well if you want.
Yeah,
Ögra
nods,
also nods. Thank you. Cabot. The Thinkers are a society at the university. A very, very elite one. It's supposed to be a place for the best minds of the university to gather and put the world to rights, but really it's a social club for the rich and the powerful. Almost everybody who's ever in it is in it because their father or their father's father were in it before. They are traditionalists. They like the way the world was. not necessarily the way it is becoming. And they're often very vocal in protests against magic use, against the I can't think of the word I'm going for. What's the opposite of segregation? Integration of magical races into the city. They're a group of thugs, really. Thugs with names that mean the police never do anything about it.
And this is their
the police the whole time.
And this is their tie.
It's just a university tie, but the university has no uniform. Usually only the thinkers are the ones pig-headed enough to walk around with the ties on.
Why would Andrei have one? And it wasn't like it was like the top of your pile of shit, Ögra. It was like under the...
Maybe he stole it and was then hiding the evidence?
No, wait, maybe this is just one of those things. I mean, he's a smart kid, isn't he, Irina? He's really smart. Maybe he applied to the university. Maybe he got in early. Maybe he's so great that they're going to let him join. And this was all one of those, you hear about it where university groups, they go and they do some big prank and joke. And actually, the reason that Andrei, I keep looking to you guys like you're here. The reason that Andrei said that to Mason is because he knew that they were going to trash the theatre. Like, it's all part of some, I don't know, what do they call it, an initiation?
Like a hazing?
Yeah, a hazing or something like that.
But this isn't a prank on Andrei. This is a prank on the theatre.
Yes, but Andrei had to do it. It's to prove the mettle of the person or something like that. Maybe that's all this is.
Do you think Andrei would do this?
I think
I don't even think Andrei would apply to university.
he's a bright kid.
It's
Why not?
that. It's just like, he wants to be a part of the stuffy elite university.
But also, do you really
Just because it's not your cup of tea.
Do you really think that Andrei would make an effigy of himself hanging from the theatre building, which he knew his mother would see?
Haven't you ever been in a group though where people get worked up? Like, he was speaking to Mason, he knew it was wrong, but he's a young kid. 17. I mean, everybody makes mistakes at 17. Some people, make mistakes and then they leave for 10 years.
Right.
I'm just saying that maybe actually this isn't some big scary drama. It is Andrei playing a prank, which is to do with the fact that he's got into university and it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
That's what you were saying.
And he'll
Ögra.
be at the university.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he'll come back and it'll all be some joke and we'll be mad, but actually...
And then he'll realise that it's not worth it to pull pranks, to go to university, and he'll just stop all that and come back and it'll be fine.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Or he might still go. That's fine. But, I mean, sorry. What do you think?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. At this moment, the two of you arrive back. And Mason, as you push open the door and you're walking into the theatre building, you notice a piece of paper lying on the entrance mat. And you're like, you kind of rack your brain. You're like, I've been distracted this morning. Did I miss it? Did I miss it on the way? And you're like, you trust yourself. No, that was not there when Lawrence and I left. What was that? Sorry, how did you? Nice.
It's been too long, Lawrence.
Yeah, I missed it.
You pick it up and unfold it. And written on the piece of paper is a single sentence. This horrible attack leaves the taste of metal in my mouth. And beneath that is a symbol. snake with a human tongue. Can you make a religion check for me?
I absolutely can.
I think we've got a good roll.
25.
25.
Yeah.
You recognize this instantly as the symbol of Korak, who is the god of lies.
Q-U.
K-O.
R-A-C.
K-O-R-A-K.
Oh, that's how I was going to spell it.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
You're holding it.
Oh,
Uh-huh. And that is...
you don't remember?
No.
Oh, Korak,
Uh-huh. Who is...
one of the gods.
Uh-huh. I literally don't go to church.
Of lying.
Why would I know that?
Lawrence, you actually, as you think about it, you do recognize it. Korak is a slightly weird god because it is such a... It is such a obviously agreed upon, not great thing to do is lying. He's not very much openly worshipped. One of the few places where you do see open worship of Korak is among performers who are like, lying is just like acting to a degree, and they try and kind of... So you will occasionally find performers who have it tattooed on them, or this kind of comes back to you as Mason waves the note in your face.
Your tramp stamp.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize. I just don't call it lying.
Oh.
Like, I just call it like being in the moment, you know, and just doing like really like having that goal and just like going for that goal and just thinking about that. I don't really think about it as like lying to get there. Do you know what I mean?
But you are lying.
Okay. Do you want a medal or?
No. The god of lies with a note. I'm sorry for upsetting you.
No, you're not.
This horrible attack leaves the taste of metal in my mouth. Blood tastes like metal,
Who's vampire?
but an attack on the god of lies would be telling the truth.
I need painkillers. And maybe a lie down. Maybe you should look at that. You're good with that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll go to the room.
I can come with you to the room. Maybe we should tell the others though about that. They might know. Maybe maybe I don't know.
We could get... Fuck. We could get everyone to go to the room.
Okay, let's get everyone to go to the room.
Okay. I'm sorry for upsetting you.
It's fine. You're just like, you know what? We'll talk about this another time. I'm just quite hungover.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Mason will go to the room.
I'll follow.
No, but they need to know to come here.
Mom!
All of you at that stage hear Lawrence's voice. Maria runs to the door, throws open the door, calls down the stairs. Darling!
Yeah, Mason's got another clue.
A clue!
Yeah, so we're apparently all going to go meet in the room. You know?
Oh. Do we have to?
Apparently, according to Mason, he's in a real, like, detective mode right now.
Oh.
But I'm Hercule Poirot.
Huh?
What?
You're who?
I'm Hercule Poirot, baby!
I thought you were doing the centaur one first.
Gosh, the centaur's not going to help us now! What am I going to do? Joust him to death?
Okay, no, I get it. Okay, yeah, Hercule Poirot and the crew, I need you to come to the room.
Crew, to the room.
Oh, okay. Yes. I love going to the room.
You run down.
Are we taking the clues?
I've got the tie.
Yeah, we would like carry everything down.
You guys head up the stairs and you guys head down. The theatre has a weird numbering system on its on its doors, there is the first floor, second floor, the third floor, and then the fifth floor. The fifth floor is the kind of start of the living space. But if you pause halfway down the stairs between the fifth floor and the third floor, if you pause at just the right spot and wait just the right amount of time, you'll see a little landing that you missed when you ran up the first time. A landing with a door. And as you push open the door, sometimes the room behind it will be a storeroom, sometimes a rehearsal space, sometimes set up for a beautiful banquet. It seems to shift and change depending on its whim. Mason, as you get there first, what do you wish to see behind the door?
Mason's sanctuary, which is a rather secret place where, unbeknownst to everyone in his family and that has touchings with the theatre, the room itself is like a vast, it would be a white space if it were not for the fact that it's clearly like moonlit and there's no ceiling, and there's no, you can't see the moon, but that's the colouring of the room, and it's like a curved, like full U shape on the end, and along the wall are like drawings that are all signed by Andrei of each of the members of the family, and then little things that threads that are connecting off, and it's like from Ögra it says stink bugs.
He has a full stringboard room.
From stink bugs it goes to like a question mark, which overhearing this conversation, the first thing that Mason's going to do is underneath write the boss. And it just basically, like, if you've been in the city, for you two is not as detailed, but for the family that have been there, it's very much like what you do on a daily basis and who you see, and mostly like nefarious things, like your entire life. Ögra's is very detailed, but Ögra's is very detailed.
Does it have serious stuff on there as well, or is it just all petty crimes?
I think it's everything.
Oh God, okay.
And Mason's going to take down, I guess, everything that isn't Andrei.
Okay. And Lawrence, you do see these boards as Mason's taking them down.
He's not hiding them.
This is insane. You're insane. This is insane. And also, this is rude. I walk over to the thing where it says the boss, and I try and rub it out with my hand. I'm like, you can't just do that. I went out with you. I didn't think you were going to just start writing everything down.
I don't need to write everything down.
You just wrote the boss? Look, I think you just need to sometimes stay out of some people's business. Because you then, in this city especially, you might get caught up in something that you're not prepared for. And I care about you, and I think it's a good idea if maybe we get rid of some of this stuff. Because if the wrong eyes saw this, then it would be bad.
No one sees this.
But I see this already.
You have a wrong eye?
No, of course I'm not the wrong eye, but there could be, if someone broke into the theatre last night, then anyone could come in and see this. If
At that moment, Maria bursts in.
Mother.
Poi is here. Oh, this is lovely.
Hi, Mum.
Hello, baby boy. Did you do this? All of this?
3 years, yes.
Oh, yes. Right. This is insane. It's lovely, darling.
How else would I know how to keep you safe?
Oh, and she scritches your cheek as the others enter the room.
2 weeks ago, Mother, you were dancing in preparation for Sir Centaur, and you landed awkwardly, and you said it was the floorboard, and everyone around you knew that. Everyone around you didn't know. I'm so sorry, I misspoke. Everyone around you assured you that it absolutely was the floorboard, and I investigated if it was the floorboard, and it wasn't the floorboard. Mother, it was your placement of your feet. And I wrote that on the board that I just covered up.
Mason, that's enough. That's enough. You can do that with me. You don't do that with her. You don't speak to Mother like that.
But I was...
It was fine when you used to do that with me. I'm sorry, Mother.
It's fine. He's simply mistaken. It was the floorboard, Mason. I had it fixed.
You had...
Shall we focus on the fact that we're missing?
Yes, let us focus on the boy.
Every time I try and come in this room when I'm by myself, it's just a brick wall. Like, I open the door and there's a brick wall there. But
Wait,
then
the
when
door
I'm
appears
with
and then
other
you just
people-
open it and it's a brick wall.
Yeah.
That's
Every
that's
time.
awful.
But then when I'm with other people, there's whole rooms, and I don't know how you guys do it.
Sorry, so just to clarify, what has Mason covered? Just
Everyone
totally
apart
moving
from
past
Andrei
that.
is covered.
Everything apart from Andre.
So it's
So
just a board.
those of us who came in slightly later, we wouldn't have seen
No.
those
I don't
bits.
think it's like...
hidden.
No,
There's
I
just
think you
like
can tell.
curtains up,
Yeah.
covering things.
Is this your room, Mason?
Wow, that was fast.
Yes. No,
He's been working on this for a while, it would seem.
I would go over to the nearest curtain and have a peek behind it.
Ögra, I wouldn't.
That's not. Let's focus.
Just like hand on the curtain, like.
You said you found another clue. I don't know if that's what we're calling these now.
Yeah, and he gets out the note.
We also found this tie, and Neoma found a note in the chest.
What's that tie from?
Well, Holger thinks it might be from a group called the Thinkers, who are based at the university.
I've never seen that tie in my
The
life.
Thinkers?
I can tell you more about them if you like.
I think I might know a bit more about them.
You're aware.
Yeah, I hate the thinkers.
I love the Thinkers.
What's on the note that you guys found?
It says, this horrible attack leaves the taste of metal in my mouth. And then it has the symbol for Korak.
Why is he putting coins in his mouth?
Good point.
So something suspicious going on here.
Well, so that could be an ally. Maybe.
Maria, Oseba. There is a temple to Korak on the east side of town. Tiny little place in the back alleys. Never been there myself. But I've heard of performers of lesser talents appealing to Korak for help convincing. Bless you, Harry.
I could show you where the temple is.
You know?
You're not religious.
No, but I know where I know the city. I know the city really well.
Yeah. That would be good. Maybe this, sorry, just to bring you up to speed, I'm thinking maybe this is some sort of university initiation test
Hazing.
thing that potentially Andrei's a part of. He's smart. Maybe he went early. Maybe this is some sort of, I don't know, treasure hunt. And we do the treasure hunt and then we find him. No? Mason, you're saying no.
Oh.
University prank doesn't bring him back.
Well, it does if... Well, oh, you mean Benedict. Oh.
But
Well, it only takes a dream to bring him back, so I don't know if that really counts for anything.
look, the theatre has always been magical and weird. You know, there's been stuff that's happened here before where we've just put it down to coincidence. And maybe this is just the theatre knowing that we would need Benedict today. But it doesn't have to be really awful, does it?
No.
We can speculate until the cows come home.
Oh, the police are coming. The town guard is coming.
You told the police?
Yes, we have to tell the police.
They'll be here soon.
Of course.
They said don't touch everything, but we already had.
Look, we will deal with the police. We have a few leads. The temple, the university. The last show, 2 nights ago. Who was on box office?
Who was on box office?
Up to you guys.
Oh.
Me.
Oh,
God. I was grounded. I got dragged into it.
Ögra,
Yes.
was there anybody... Did you see any strange audience on that show? Anyone who looked out of place?
I mean, pretty much everyone who looks out of place in the entire city comes to see our shows.
Make a history check.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Come on.
That is going to be a big old 5.
If Mason was in the grid and the rafters and could see like the first 2 rows or 3 rows,
Make a history check.
is it anyone? That's pretty good. History?
Mm-hmm.
24.
Yeah,
That is pretty
Ögra,
good.
you are just about to say, no one at all. It was the most normal audience I've ever
I
seen.
could name every audience member.
Mason, you suddenly remember something that caught your eye that night. That you meant to mention and then it kind of got lost. You remember that in the front row, you saw Hilda and Harry Hazelden.
Why do you do this to yourself? Why do you do this to yourself?
Now, the Hazeldens own Hazelden House,
I love them.
which is situated on the same street as the Three Sisters. Hazelden House is an incredibly opulent manor house that is not old at all. It was built that way kind of 20 years ago by Christian Hazelden, who decided he wanted to be one of the city's kind of elite families, pumped all of their money into the house, got loads of debt, and then promptly died, leaving his 2 children, Hilda and Harry, saddled with this incredibly opulent house and no money. What Hilda and Harry have been doing is they offer paid tours of the house as a way of trying to recoup some of their debts, and have tried to position themselves as kind of an alternative night of entertainment to the theatre. It is not going well. They are very rarely booked, whereas you are frequently sold out. Hilda and Harry, as a point of pride, are never found at the theatre. They never come, they always plank you in the street. But you remember seeing them in the front row a few nights ago. And it stuck out as odd.
I relay that.
I don't think they paid. Because I don't remember seeing them at the box office.
Did Andrei interact with them at all?
From where you were, you wouldn't have seen.
What was Andrei doing that night?
He was backstage with me.
Did he have gone out into the foyer?
I don't think so. It was quite a simple show, really. We just pushed a couple of things on, made some wind, fire.
Has he ever mentioned this house? Hazelden House?
Irina shakes her head, not to me.
Do you show the note from the chest?
To you guys. I had originally swapped the notes, but then
Oh,
I
you did.
think
I'm
I
sorry,
didn't
mister.
say it out loud. I just acted it out. And then obviously that didn't happen. So I can show you the note. I found this yesterday in the prop store.
So he did it.
Well, this is what I mean. Maybe it is some sort of initiation and they have to do something horrible. You know, you hear those stories where you read books or plays.
But also, this could cause the theatre to shut for a period of time, right? And the set's been destroyed, so that's going to be a bonus to Harry and Hilda. They have a motive.
Was the Hazelden... Was Christian Hazelden?
Christian Hazelden.
Was he a thinker?
No. He was actually from a very poor family.
Same with Harry and...
Harry and Hilda are now trying to position themselves as kind of members of the social elite, but are generally sneered upon by everybody because of it.
New money.
New money. But they're new debt.
Yeah. I think we should either go to the university and just ask people outright, or we go to the Hazelden house and we threaten to break Harry's legs until Hilda tells us where Andrei is.
Okay, I don't think we need to break anyone's legs. We're not, let's leave that up to whoever the leg breakers are. I don't know who those would be. I don't think we should be breaking anyone's legs.
Okay,
that's what I'm trying to say. But surely there's this note specifically about this. I feel like we should go to the temple. We don't know. The university tie, that could be from anything. I mean, you could have picked that up and not
Is the
even remembered.
handwriting the same? Or
I remember
legs?
everything in my room.
It's not. Do I recognise the handwriting on the core note?
You do not.
Does anyone recognise the handwriting?
As you pass it around the room, it's quite distinctive and very different handwriting to anything that you guys have come across.
In terms of the layout of the city, could we go to the Hazelden house and then on to the temple?
Yeah.
Or university onto the temple?
Yeah, the university is kind of probably the furthest out.
I mean, we don't know about the Hazeldens at all. I think that we should go to the temple first. That is clearly to do with the situation today. That makes the most sense.
Yeah, I mean, it does.
I don't
seem
think
like
we should
someone's
be
tried to contact us.
Yeah, I don't think we should be going and accusing our neighbours of, I don't know what.
But I feel like we're being pointed in the opposite direction that we need to travel. If this was Andrei.
What do you mean?
Why would he write a note saying, look after mother, if he didn't know something was going to happen? When he spoke to me in the theatre, I don't know, it was like I caught him wanting to be alone.
Okay,
But
so then,
on stage,
well, then where
where
do
it
you
all
suggest we
happened.
go?
I don't know yet.
But this is what I'm saying. You know how sometimes if you want to join a group, I've read it in books, if you want to join a group, you have to do some sort of initiation thing or something like that. Maybe this was his initiation, and the way to resolve it is we just follow the clues. It's like a treasure hunt.
Well, let's just tick the temple off the list then. And we'll hope that it was just a forged note that he put through to mislead us.
Yeah.
At least then we can tick it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holger clears her throat. If either of you should go now, before the town guard arrive. If they come, they'll be questioning, and they won't want anyone to leave, and every minute, if Andrei is in trouble, is a waste.
I know no one's really thinking about it, but we should send word to the newspaper. Tonight's cancelled.
Maria sits down in the chair.
I walk around behind Maria and I start massaging her shoulders.
3 decades in this industry and I've never cancelled a show.
This is a much bigger reaction to losing Andrei.
Do we not think he would want the show to go on?
Mother's
No.
right.
Generally, the show does go on.
But no, Mother, the theatre's a crime scene.
The theatre's a crime scene.
Maybe we can do it in Promenade.
Don't say that word.
I'm sorry.
This is not a piece of summer children's entertainment.
Not to interrupt, but if he did do it himself, I don't know why he would make an effigy of himself, because that doesn't make any sense at all.
That's what I said.
Look, we don't know. We're jumping to the worst conclusion off of,
Hope for the best, plan for the worst.
well, guess I'm the hope for the best and you're planning for the worst. So let's just,
Plan for every worst, yes.
yeah. So let's just go to the one clue that we actually know where it came from.
Yeah.
Neoma's right. As Hercule Poirot would say. Follow the clues, and you shalt not lose. Thank you.
I lean over to Holger and I just whisper in her ear, I've got some of that calming medicine that sometimes Maria likes to have in the cupboard in the kitchen, if you just need to use it at all.
Holger nods. Go on then. 5 of you. Stick together. Don't want another one of you going missing before we get the first one back. Go on. Quick with it.
Mason will give every single sister a kiss on the cheek and promise them he'll get them back. Them being Andrei.
As you head out, Holger just grabs your arm, pulls you in close. You've got sharp eyes, Mason. But mine are sharper. Don't ever think you've got one up on me in here.
Unless I knew that your eyes were sharper.
Ah, go on. You head down, out of the building and out into the city, catching a glimpse as you do so of the opulent Hazelden house through a few doors down from yours.
We egg it.
And as you set out in pursuit of your first clue, that's where we'll leave it for episode 2.
No, I want to get there.
Thank you for joining us. We'll pick up next time as they begin the search for Andrei Wayward. Still haven't thought of a title.
Yeah.
Goodbye!
I don't think you can ever come up with an ending.
I
think
Shout exit stage left and we all throw ourselves out of the room.
We should have